Hello YouTube, hello Twitch, there's some more games from the Great Dark Beyond. This time I'm going to actually try and integrate with the Starship mechanics. I built together the Starship Death Knight deck, or at least what I think is going to be the more optimal version of it. There or thereabouts, there are some cards that maybe you need to tweak, but I quite like the idea of this list. It's effectively the backbone of the Razzle Dazzle list, but without the Razzle Dazzle enabler cards. And instead, I've thrown in stuff like the Starship pieces, for example, the Soulbound Spire, Arkonite Defense Crystal, and the Guiding Figure as well. The whole point of this deck is to generate a big Starship, then cast a spell which triggers Guiding Figure, which triggers a Death Rattle of a ship. Oh, sorry, it'll trigger a random Death Rattle you control. It will only be the Soulbound Spire because it's going to be connected to it. And you're going to get a big boy out of all of this. The rest of the deck is kind of like just survival, so to speak. Also, I've tried to generate some like corpses in there as well because I have two of the new other cards in this deck. Airlock Breach, I put one of in, to potentially push my health beyond 30. Also, Exarch Maladar is the other big thing about this deck. It's a huge potential tempo swing on 6 if I can generate a bunch of corpses and discount one of my big boys. For example, the Primus, for example. Also, just for knowledge as well, Kil'jaeden is in this deck because there is a potential situation where I run out of value eventually. And I kind of see this as a control-ish type deck, so there is definitely a world where I will play Kil'jaeden just to finish off my opponents. And actually, there's a really nice combination with Kil'jaeden plus the Headless Horseman that Headless Horseman gives you Undead, and Kil'jaeden will give you Demons. And between those two things, it gives you quite a lot of value. Probably enough that you'll beat the Kil'jaeden mirror. So yeah, let's see how things go with this. We didn't perform particularly well with the, what's his name, Paladin? Libram Paladin? Surely Starship Death Knight that will bring me out of the doldrums. It's gonna beam me up. Yeah, get it? Starships is gonna beam me up.
The Lich King!
I have been disappointed as well so far. I'm like nearly 2 hours into the expansion at this point, and almost no one is running the new cards. Do I actually want the Headless Horseman versus Mage? It's almost certainly going to be Elemental Mage, right? Because that's what everyone runs, apparently. So I probably don't have time for the Horseman. I'll try it. The damage on the button is pretty important for us. And the health might actually be quite important. By the way, there are a lot of ways you could have built this deck. You could definitely have built it as Double Blood, for example. But I've decided to go for Rainbow, just so that I could have Reska, really. Alright, it's Elemental Mage again, for the 10 millionth time. I don't really care about that thing. We'll play some 1-drops. Now, Threads is really good into the matchup, not only of Elemental Mage, just so that I can clean up their board. And the Primus is a good way for me to get out of lethal range for some of the elemental shenanigans that may occur. Alright, we'll keep control of the board. And look at this, generating corpses. By the way, the reason why I've only got one Airlock Breach in the deck, I nearly didn't actually put any in. I don't think I've generated enough corpses to have both of these in the deck and actually function with them both particularly well. So I decided to cut one. Alright, we're definitely going to Frost Strike this bad boy. Is Reska the right play? It surely is, right? In this matchup, we're going to generate an absolute metric fuck ton of corpses. And everything is going to explode. So, this will actually be a pretty good game for the Ceaseless Expanse. Which, again, you could definitely put into this deck. It really depends how controlling you wanted your version to be. Okay. Let's get some armor. Oh, one other thing I guess worth mentioning, and you probably have figured this out already. Be careful when you play Kil'jaeden with the Headless Horseman, because if you play Kil'jaeden when you haven't got the head, you will never find it. It removes your deck. This is probably a Threads play. That's way better with Resker, I suppose.
All to burn on this turn.
Okay. And I'd like to have done that more efficiently. When is Resker going to be wrong, right? When is a 2-drop Resker going to be wrong? I have no proactive spells, though, right now. This is the other thing I was trying to balance with my deck, is having proactive spells to hit the guiding figure with, but I've played a few of them. That's actually pretty big. Wait, how am I going to do this? 2-2. I can't do 2-2-4.
I'll beat them all, and they will fall.
I mean, I could just trade Resker into one of these things and not worry about it too much.
Eyes on the horizon!
Take a good look. You ain't never seen a very good alive. Take a good look. You ain't never seen a light again.
We at least force him to use the ping on Resker. Wow, that's not the path I would have chosen. That is certainly not the path I would have chosen.
Nice to meet you.
It might work for them, though. Steal a random minion. 2, 4, 8. I'm kind of incentivized to play Resker here as well.
On this turn.
Take a good look. You ain't never seen a light again. Buried dead or alive.
What am I doing? This is not the Smartman's play. Because now I steal nothing. Alright, we won't chase after bad money here. I definitely beans that, you're right. I forgot if I was going to suffocate, I had to suffocate the minion I traded into. My bad. It's still a 6-2 Resker.
Let's light the moon.
I still steal that.
Take a good look. You ain't never seen a light again.
That's fine. We'll draw the head soon as well. Actually, a pretty important card to get. I was definitely running out of stuff. Ah, my positioning is so troll! I'm so dumb. You know what? It's fine. We'll save that Death Growl for when we launch our Starship, which is kind of what his purpose was in life. It's okay, it's mage. What can the mage version do? Other than, like, bounce Lamplighters back. Yeah, that's what I thought. They're just stalling for time right now.
Nice to meet you.
Very cool. Thank you for clearing up one board space, mate. Very kind of you. Very kind of you, thank you. More health. Yes! More starships. No, I don't want to spread that. That's stupid. I don't even really want to suffocate this, I think. We're going to take it nice and slow.
The citadel stands.
Nice and slow. Why am I in a rush? I'm a control deck, right? Why do you keep freezing Maw and Paw? What has Maw and Paw ever done to you? By the way, this is giving me... The Brittlebone Buccaneer is giving me some unreal value this game. Ah, that's disgusting as well. Yes, I will take some more armor. No, I want to play my Starship pieces. We got a touch lucky there. I have to concede. Getting 2 generations of Reska was pretty huge. By the way, part of the reason why I wanted Reska as well in this deck, or at least in the early decks, I suppose, is I figured a lot of other people would be running Starships, and I might be able to steal their Starship with it. As it so happens, that's not really proved to be the case, but... do I want to keep Horizon's Edge? I might want to, ironically, into Shaman. I'll try it. Threads is the other card I would kind of want into Shaman, because it could be Nostalgia Shaman. Could also be Elemental Shaman again. Why is everyone just playing Elemental Mage and Elemental Shaman, and not even the new version of it? It's disgraceful. Do I want a coin right now? I actually think I do want a coin, as sad as this is. I need to fight my opponent for board to some degree, and it's actually... I need to fight Shaman more than Mage, because they actually have a big board clear answer. They have more face damage.
The calm before the storm.
You can trade into this. I'm fine with that. Alright, that's going to make my life considerably harder. No one speak of this turn. I had to do something, to be fair. Oh my god. Well, that's gonna be a problem.
Realm of the living.
This might be Exarch Maladar into Kil'jaeden line. No, we'll lose. We'll lose to an aggro deck doing that. Whoops. Got my ordering wrong. My bad. Yeah, about that. Yeah, I can't really deal with that, is the thing. I guess draw last as well, me. Genius. Okay. Oh, fuck that giant. Really went for it. I guess... I don't even know what we're going to do. I mean, we're dead. They Turbulence 2 turns in a row. What can you do? They've not even played all of this stuff yet. Like now. I just have Starship pieces in my hand, and the Starship pieces are garbage cards. What was I meant to do? I only had cards that were like play behind curve. They had 1 mana 4/3. That didn't seem very fair. Anyway, YouTube, just need to pause for a second. All right, apologies, YouTube. I'm back. Right back. You know what I was thinking while I was on the toilet then? I think we got a little bit unlucky in that matchup. I mean, they got lucky and we got unlucky. If we'd drawn actually a Reska or something, we could have turned that around. Unfortunately, I drew my Starship pieces. Okay, hello, Shaman. Are you Elemental Shaman again by any chance? Because I've only fought against Elemental Shamans today. It feels like. Elemental Mage and Elemental Shaman. The new, hot new decks that none of the cards for this... Well, I guess for Mage there are new cards, but they're not running them. Okay, cool. Soulbound Spire ×2, that's great. A really good 3-drop. This is nostalgia, isn't it? If it's nostalgia, I'm going to need to generate a board as soon as I can. And I've got a slight issue that this could get evolved in some way. Never mind. It could still be that deck, but... Alright, well, we might as well take the tempo down now. Let's play a 3-mana 2/2. Even my opponent's like, what the fuck's this card? Fine. Turbulence on curve is okay. We can recover from Turbulence on curve. Right? Actually pretty big. I'll take it. I'm going to leave the other Turbulence up for now. I could Frost Strike the other one, but I need a proactive spell for when I draw Guiding Figure.
Witness true arcane magic.
That has to go. That's far too scary to leave on the board. Ow. Okay, lucky my minion lived. Do I give you a good old-fashioned crushioning? If I do that, I can't kill the 2/3, and I think I have to kill the 2/3, so... Alright, I guess we're just not going to have a spell. Or we'll try and discover a spell from this. One of Winter's actually pretty useful. It allowed me to use the spell burst easier. Ox is clearly the wrong play. Yeah, we'll take this. Now we have a Starship. We also have a one-hit wonder. Alright, 2 can play that game. Huh. I kind of want to Death Growl the armor onto something. If only I had 1 more mana. I know I could just Horn. Maybe I do that. I just Horn it. Horn, Arkonite, defense, and just try and armor up. Again, I'm using a lot of my proactive spells, and I'm probably going to be at the point where I can't spell burst easily anymore. Alternate line. Crush plus ping, I suppose. Let's do that. Maybe they'll leave the 2-1 up on the board, who knows?
Witness true arcane.
Again, that kind of has to go. This is a good Threads turn now.
None can comprehend the expanse of
It's a very good Threads turn. And I have to swing. Every asteroid has got to the face right now. The asteroids know where the place is.
you are but a blip in space-time. Gravitational wave.
Okay, we need to gain the armors. And I think we're going to have to do this with a Death Growl. I could hit the wrong thing here, though, which is pretty painful. No, I can't. The ordering's right. Right? Yeah. Actually, that's the perfect card, because now I get your effective as well. Then I suppose we're just going to ignore the board state, or do I actually swing onto you? No, I want as wide a board as possible so the asteroids can hit my guys. Again, I'm a little bit skittish right now, so I'm going to heal as well. Okay, that I should have actually been aware of. I should have traded. I knew they'd be running that in the deck. We still get a ton of armor, though. Look at that armor, by the way. We're back to 40 health, effectively. It's crazy. Do I want to do the Headless Horseman right now? I think I do not. One of these will hit the 4-2, don't worry. You're not going to bait me like this, right, game? Thank you. I don't think we need to play the guiding figure. We've got one already inbuilt in the Starship. That's a 10-10, by the way, when we launch it. I'd prefer to launch it with the Exodar and try and get the pieces back, I think, as a value option. Or maybe actually, you know what, considering what they're doing right now, they have to have a cap on the amount of asteroids in the deck, no? Perhaps I just gain twice the armor of the minion. Well, that's gonna hurt. Headless, buddy. I don't think this can kill me. Famous last words. I don't think there were enough asteroids in the deck.
Stand and fight in darkest night!
And I think we do this as well, by the way, rather than push the button. I know the trade looks really nice, but I kind of need the armor. Oh my god, that's huge. That might have broke our back in Sindius. Alright, X-Star waiting room.
My eyes are flame.
Exodar waiting room.
None can comprehend the expanse of my power.
Exodar. Either way, we're launching the spaceship next turn. I have to. Otherwise, I'll do a little thing called dying. Oh, okay, buddy. Uh-oh. We're gaining armor, by the way. Uh-oh. Look at all that armor I have now. Wait, how much guys are in here? It's 2, right? So I can... If I trigger this, I get 2 more guys. And then 2 more guys again if I can trigger it twice, which I can. So I don't have enough board space for it.
Who to burn on this turn?
It is Hallow's end.
But I think I should still do it for the armor.
Time is short. I must report.
I didn't leave myself enough time for this turn. Fine, it worked out. So we got a ginormous board. Hopefully it lives through the asteroid storm. We have 69 health. Nice. We're now at Kill Giant in waiting room, I think.
I have seen
Goodbye.
creation, and I will bring destruction.
Oh my god. Wait, what do I get back? The little guys. Uh-oh. Unfortunately for me, I haven't got the greatest spell to activate this, but I think we're going to have to just send it. Yeah, we're just going to have to send this, I think. Don't worry about the health, by the way. Do I actually threads this? Or do I just leave it? I have to threads this, right? It's the right play. Oh my fucking god. My opponent is having the saddest time. My opponent is having the world's worst dream right now. Ow. Don't do it again. Fuck you! Fuck you. I have 90 health, by the way. It's pretty strong.
You are to live in space time.
Aww. You've learned. You've hexed the starship. What's in here, by the way? A little ship. Oh, Resker has finally showed up. A little bit too late.
Eyes on the horizon!
Take a good look. You ain't never seen
I'm pretty certain the correct place to not attack, by the way, here. I just hope an asteroid hits Resker and then steals it.
Take a good look. You ain't never seen a light again.
Alright, some bombs going to my opponent's deck. They're on a timer. There are 12 asteroids in the deck, by the way, doing 4 damage each. So that's 48 damage. I can't be lethal from the asteroids in the deck right now. But you can be lethal from bombs! Uh-oh! By the way, if you say I got lucky there, which to some degree I did. I didn't draw any of my late game cards. So, thumbs up to the Starships, you kind of carried that game. Now, I will say that was partially because I generated a card that happened to generate the Starship again. But for that, I might have actually lost that game. And my opponent built Incendious, which is a pretty important card in their deck, when they had the cycle as well.
The Lich King versus Magni.
Other than those things, I didn't get lucky.
You will know pain.
Other things to confess to right now. We haven't played Maladar yet.
Oh, well,
Draenei Warrior. Okay, someone's actually playing the new cards. I have the utmost respect for that. Wow. Pretty spooky. Just keep ramming shit into this, I suppose. Generate of corpses, the Arkonite defense crystals incoming to save me, right? Okay. It's fine. Honestly, when we get to 6, we win. And we'll just get a really lucky Horizon's Edge. A very lucky one, because it'll have to do 4 damage. Ooh, okay. That's a slow turn, though. Frost Strike would go crazy, by the way. That's also acceptable. Build the wall, and the Draenei can't come, okay?
We have a problem.
Why did you have Rush then? Oh, it was the one after the Spaceman. We hadn't played the Draenei yet. Okay.
The stars above shall light
That's
our way.
painful. But we can horseman the 8-4. It's fine.
Stand and fight. In darkest night.
Does hurt my corpse generation. What can I do though?
Don't know what's out there, so you go first.
I've also not played Kil'jaeden yet, by the way. If we're keeping count of cards I've not played this game. And I don't have 5 corpses for you yet. This could be the world's saddest turn. I might have to launch this, but I think I lose if I do that. We might have to play Airlock as just a taunt. And then the Exodar can recover his next turn. I don't have the mana for that. Alright, we'll hit the 2-1 with Horizon's Edge and then everything will be fine. Alright, I deserved it.
That was well done.
Okay. Good Starship deck. Very good.
King.
Alright, revenge on the Draenei Warrior, right? That's going to be another Draenei Warrior. This time I will draw actually an early game. Just for a change of pace. Airlock Breach would be nice, but I kind of need my token generators. I actually think I get rid of Horizon's Edge as well. Horizon's Edge might actually not be good enough for this deck. I was pretty certain it would be a 2 of, so I only put 1 in the deck, but perhaps 0 of is actually the correct choice. It's Highlander, isn't it? Anytime I see this fuck thing, it's Highlander. Okay. I kind of hate the Highlander Hunter with a passion. Oh, what Hunter? Warrior? It's not Highlander Warrior, never mind. It's the... What are you? The Taunt Warrior, I guess? But I don't like the Highlander deck with kind of a passion. I just think it's a really boring gameplay loop where you just don't interact with your opponent and just do your combo. So at some point my opponent is going to get Unkiliaxes, so I need to save Resk for that. This is kind of the matchup why we want Resk in our deck. It's to deal with shit like this.
I say resolve. Yeah, yeah.
And if I can steal Unkiliax, we win the game. Since it won't go into the Death Rattle pool then. Unfortunately, I don't have Yogg in this deck, which would be pretty good. Do I want to spread the Death Rattle? I think I don't, right? It just doesn't matter. I'll put it in the center just in case I change my mind. I'm pretty certain I want to save Death Growl for the spaceship launch and use that to trigger the spell. What's his name? Well, I can't remember what you're called. Spell Burst.
Safety is our
our number 3 concern.
I'd rather deal with this than Unkiliax.
I say resolve.
It's also fine. Can I not count? Am I dumb? I'm actually dumb, aren't I? I can't count.
Oh, savage.
I should have traded this. Whatever. I lose armor, who cares? It actually doesn't matter. Going wide feels pointless. Freezing things isn't necessarily pointless, but... I'll take that. You know what? We've got Reska down to dirt cheap. That's what we have done. I guess the other thing is if I wanted to steal Unkiliax, which we probably do want to do, then I should probably have saved Guiding Figure for that purpose, rather than even trying... Why did I care about armor? Who cares? That's not what this matchup is. Suffocate could work against Unkiliax as well, now that I think about it, because it's adjacency, right? So I think the correct play here is basically to do nothing.
Nothing gets past my house.
I pass my turn.
Safety is our number 3 concern.
Do I kill that, though? Actually, no, we don't. I think Headless Horseman's fine here. Ping to reduce my face damage by 1.
Stand and fight in darkest night.
Reska's ready to roll. We have Brittlebone for it as well, so I can give it Reborn to just steal a ton of stuff. I can also Death Growl this.
Vacation from my vacation.
Interesting. I guess it's sort of a combo deck. And when I steal that Unkiliax, I'll heal off that.
There's always room for dessert.
That's pain. Wow. Hello. You need to go on here. We have 2 Suffocates. I don't need to. Let's burn one. Healing. Reska. Do I just drop a Reska on the board now? What am I worried about? I'm worried about Boom, right? I'm gonna do it. I have a spare one, so it's fine, kind of, but at least trying to hinder them slightly on the play they're about to make. You drew both your weapons in the top half of your deck. How lucky. Okay. Now we need to do a little bit of thievery.
Eyes on the horizon!
Take a good look. You ain't never seen a light again. Buried, dead or alive. Take a good look.
Not really what I was
You ain't
after.
never seen a
But you know
light
what?
alive.
I'll do it this way. Give my opponent the big fuck off. I've stolen your guy. What are you going to do about it? We'll take a Marrow Manipulator as well for the Damagios. You don't freeze the face, right? Nope, you do not.
Time is short. I must report.
No. I was going to... Well, I couldn't afford to launch. No, I could afford to launch it. It was irrelevant. The launch was actually irrelevant. I think. Okay, Brawl. Not launching now was the correct play, I think. Wow. They got the result they wanted.
The citadel stands strong.
Doesn't matter, I still have lethal bot.
You are a worthy foe, as far as they go.
Pew! 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 I can't but think, by the way, that I'm not really winning with the Starship mechanic, am I? I'm just kind of beating them with a Death Knight. The Starships are sort of just there as a roadblock to me playing a good game. Alright, I think I said that was going to be the last one, but I'll do you one more. Let's see if we can go 4 and 2 or 3 and 3. There's a few more decks I want to get through. Again, just letting you know, YouTube, I've been having some... Well, there's been some tech issues today. My internet's dropped a few times. I think the server's dying on Hearthstone or something, so it's been a bit of a messy day. Just so that I get through a few more decks. I'm not going up to 7 as I normally do.
Go with the flow. You will know pain.
Do I want to keep this? Death Growl, Guiding Figure, or Arkonite Defense Crystal, Chillfallen Baron? I don't think I want the Death Growl. Or the Guiding Figure. I don't know. It's actually hard to tell, because you kind of want the Guiding Figure in the Starship, but... I can't play too many tempo down plays. And I feel like that's too many tempo down plays. Alright, that's actually interesting to me. I might drop that on 2 with these on the board to trade through. I don't know if Hunter can deal 4 damage easily. I'm going to assume, by the way, that it's Hunter with a Discover card. It's Discover Hunter. Oh, wow, okay. Does that change my play? No, I think we still go for the path I was going to take.
Eyes on the horizon!
It's just going to be a little bit more painful than I thought. There are a few cards, and they might be in that deck where it gives something +2 attacking Hunter I can think of. So, we'll just protect for that. Alright, now we can start getting some value. We'll go for Starship value, sure. And I'm not trading the 1/4 into the 1/4. Oh my god, it's Starship Battles, finally. It's only taken 2.5 hours. I finally found the mirror match for Starships. Now I'm getting more value than you, Hunter, because I've got Reborn on mine. my god, monkey business! Hang on a minute. Bloody monkeys. Ruining my game of Hearthstone. Oh, I'm gonna give him some more bananas. Okay. Okay. It'll be a Frost Strike, I think. We do have a Frost spell in the deck, but it's not really worth reborning for it. I guess we'll take Frozen Over. It's a pretty poor selection of cards, to be completely honest with you. 4 mana 4/4. Now we'll take Frozen Over. Even just the spell burst things, it's probably worth. I could protect Reborn here, or I can just Baron. I think we'll go for Baron. We'll draw last. And I'll make the trade. If this 1/2 can live another turn, my opponent is in a world of hurt. It's going to live another turn, I think.
This could be our home.
Now, they can stop it. Oh, the card. They can copy the Starship pieces by Niall instead. Wow. An egg.
A savage act.
That's incredible. We might need to save Headless here for actually the Starship, now that I think about it. I was just going to dump it, but maybe I shouldn't just dump that thing.
Death calls.
Then again, realistically, my other answer to that is Suffocate. So, why not just keep the tempo up? Fuck it, let's keep the tempo up. If he launches his Starship next turn, then fuck it, I don't care. We'll put a Taunt minion up. How much are you, by the way? You're a 10-12, so that's pretty big. Now, you don't have Guiding Figure in it because I chose to mulligan that card, but we'll find it eventually. And actually, I should probably have considered Frozen Over there as well, just to mill my opponent. Yeah, I should have Frozen Over, I'm dumb. I still can do it, though, right now. 3, 6, 8, 9. Yeah, I should do it next turn. I got my cake and to eat it.
My hand is too full.
Don't know if ETC is the greatest hit for me, but
A heartening sight. Nothing gets past my elbows. I say reborn.
how big is your Starship?
My hand is too full.
3-4. I think mine's bigger. I'm really reluctant to launch the Exodal, by the way, right now. Holy shit. More monkey business. Reska time? An airlock breach time? What can I do with Reska here that's particularly interesting? I mean, Reska, obviously stealing the Starship would be the winner's choice, but they've not put that on the board yet for me to do that. We could do a 2-ping Reska trade.
Ooh, to burn.
Go for the 50-50.
It's
Not Reska. Game.
Take a good look. You ain't never seen a very dinner.
50-50? Yeah! Okay, the game is
Heartening sight.
on my side. Then I think this is the optimal play, right? I get 2 guys. That's pretty much sad time for Hunter. They're also not high on the deck. I actually need to be careful of that when I'm building these starships. Just in case some sneaky person's playing a Highlander deck and Reno will get them. In which case I should launch the ships earlier. And actually, we should consider right now with the X-Star up of launching the ship and getting the pieces back if I can't find the guiding figure. Wow, Mystery Egg is in here as well. Wow, this is a value hunter deck, right? Very value orientated. I assume they have Parallax Cannon in hand for that trade. Oh. My spell burst opportunities right now, not great. Maybe we'll draw one.
The citadel stands strong.
Alright, still not great.
Icy resolve.
And still not great. I think we'll just accept not spell bursting this right now. I think this is one of the things I've not quite got right with my deck creation. Like, I've got Death Growl and Frost Strike to cast the spell burst on this, but beyond that, there's not a lot else I want to do. Mining Casualties, I suppose, as well, and maybe Suffocate, but Suffocate gets a bit too expensive. I need a few more, like, proactive spells I'm willing just to throw out, and not reactive ones like Threads. Then again, the Starships are minions, so I had to put, like, quite a lot of minions in my deck. I couldn't really do a lot about it, I suppose, is what I'm saying. Okay, that's fine. It's actually kind of good, I suppose. Because what the fuck are they going to do about the Exodar when I launch it? Yeah, I think we launch the Exodar and we'll just Threads it. And accept we're going to take a bit of damage in the process. And I guess we're going to go for double armor. Wait, do I have lethal? Because this does damage equal to the thing. 13 damage. I could put them on 4 health, but they've probably got
Ooh, to burn.
the Lifesteal Cleaver. How many minions are in this? 2, 4, 5 minions are in this. So it's draw 5 cards if I play the Exodar. But I can't possibly empty my hand. So it's damage or not damage. We'll take damage. Let's go down the damage route. That seems pretty good to me.
Who could put a price on artifact? I could.
Hey, that'd be good for spell burst, you know. I actually should consider Grifter in this deck. Well, that's actually pretty good for me as well.
These could belong to a brand new species.
Having played now the spaceship, at least with this deck, I'm not gonna lie, I still don't love the mechanic. I think it was a kind of bad mechanic. because I don't think it can really ever be viable. It's either going to be so obnoxious if they ever buff this that you're going to have to run them because it's such a huge value to them to launch Starship, or they're going to be so slow to get off the ground that you're just going to get, like, aggroed down. Like, they're just going to get underneath you before you can do any Starship stuff. And that's kind of what my opinion has been. You know, we went 4-2 with this, but the 2 losses, people just got underneath us so aggressively, and, you know, what could we do about it? And then I think, like, 2 or 3 of the wins have been against opponents who were value-orientated as well. And if you get into the value matchup, then the Starships become, like, quite viable, because it is a huge amount of value when you XDR a Starship. It's, like, crazy. We were getting up to, like, 90 armor. Like, really, really strong, but I think when the meta settles down, I don't think this will be a great play. And also, actually, if Control becomes very, very strong, we've not really seen many Control decks right now. But I could see a world where Control Death Knight without the Starship package in it just morphs the entire meta around it, just by getting a ton of health and having hard removal and just dealing with spaceships that way. Either way, 4-2 with the Death Knight. I definitely think the Starship Death Knight deck was better than Libran Paladin, so we'll take that. Alright, YouTube, if you enjoyed this one, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Everything helps me out. I'll see you next time. Bye!